I think first and foremost, I want our community to look at us as a resource.
Which is why this brand new 33,000 square foot complex off Guilford College Road in West Greensboro is called the Guilford County Animal Resource Center.
We are a government entity that is here to provide resources to our community.
And while that may have been the underlying mission of the old facility the new building is replacing, the 1950s era Guilford County Animal Shelter complex off West Wendover looks anything but, with its mechanical gate, its bland building with few windows, and the smelly, dark, and damp conditions, not to mention loud. The new place doesn't even have a fence completely around it. It's just what County Animal Services Director Jorge Ortega wanted.
What I would like everyone to know is that we're here to help, first and foremost. We're not the dog catcher. We're not the dog police. We're not the dog pound.
And it starts with how the new building's designed. Walk the halls of this place Ortega had a big hand in designing. He'll tell you about the flow pattern. Stray or surrendered animals arrive on the right side of the building in an intake area, and if everything works out, they move through the building to the left and end up in the adoption area, where what Ortega calls happy endings take place. But let's start at the beginning. The animals arrive in one of two places. Animal control officers can drive their trucks into this area to drop off animals they've picked up, or those interested in surrendering their animals can bring them here to the intake lobby. Initial examinations happen here, and then they're moved into the Resource Center's Animal Hospital, where its 2 full-time veterinarians will perform surgeries and treat injuries and sickness, in addition to spaying and neutering.
Whether they're in their ICU unit within the medical clinic or they're in their kennels, the way the building is designed with a medical clinic, if you want to call it, it's easy access for the technicians and or the veterinarian to get to those animals pretty quickly.
Once animals are well enough to leave the medical area and are cleared for adoption, they move to the Adoption Center, which is designed to meet the needs of both the animals and the adoptive families. For dogs, the living quarters are about as state-of-the-art as they get. Staff members can feed them without walking into the run, and each run has its own door that opens and allows a dog to spend time outside. In the cat area, each cat can move into an adjoining cage to have more room to wander if capacity allows. And when potential adoptive families walk into the Adoption Center lobby, everything's set up to support happy endings. They can meet with dogs in private rooms or even take them out to play in this artificial turf-covered courtyard. Cats also have private meeting rooms with appealing wall coverings that feature Greensboro themes. There are also 2 screened-in areas Ortega calls catios for the felines to get tastes of the outdoors.
We are in the people business, just like being in the pet business.
And if you are able to meet some of the people challenges, that in turn automatically addresses some of the animals' challenges.
Correct.
That's why, in addition to running this place, Ortega and his staff will work with other county agencies to figure out why people surrender animals in the first place and work to address those issues. It's also why this new building even has an education area in which Ortega hopes to hold summer camps for young people to teach them, among other things, how to treat and properly care for animals, so those animals don't end up elsewhere in this place.
We are just way more than the animal shelter.